you're gonna lose when I move this swift. What you gonna do when you choose to miss? Hit him with a water dragon, send it to abyss. Up against a true ninja of the mist.
Alright, that's the intro there. Hello everyone, Night Guy here. Wanted to show you off this new piece that I recently picked up. For all you Zabuza fans. No, just kidding. It's not the kunai. I picked those up before I did a video on those, check those out. As my name suggests, I am a big fan of Naruto, and anime in general. And that's where I got this lovely piece from. This is a, reproduction of Zabuza's sword from Naruto, from the original Naruto. Pre-Shippuden. Pre-Boruto. And this is also me doing a cosplay on Zabuza. Let me know what you think of that if you get a chance. If you haven't checked the anime, check it out. Check out Zabuza. Anyways, he uses a sword just like this one, as far as shape is concerned, and design. This is a scaled down version, believe it or not, of the sword from the anime. The sword in the anime is so huge that he wedges it in his introduction, the character introduction. He wedges it into a tree, and he's standing on the handle as he's talking to the good guys. Anyhow, a sword that big, that thing, you could definitely, just the might he would have to swing that around, and the ability to break the laws of physics, would definitely go a long way with that. Anyhow, this one is a monster of a blade. I don't know if I could really call it a sword. This is more like a two-handed cleaver. But I'm still going to try to swing it around. This thing is oddly pretty solid. I've given it a few good hits. I've, held it and, did some swings. And luckily for me, it's not as big as the one in the anime. It's not actually that scale. Otherwise, I'd be going through my roof. But it is pretty big. This thing has about a 30-inch blade, stands up to about here, and I'm sitting down, as you can see, so not that tall, about the height of your average arming sword, I'm gonna say. Maybe just a little bit taller, a few inches. So nothing as big as the sword in the anime. This actually was a gift from my lovely wife, and thank you very much, sweetheart, if you're watching this. I really appreciate it. I was having a discussion with her, now that we settled in and I got more of my weapons out of storage. And she was asking me why I liked certain swords that I liked and what I liked about them. And I have a few really big swords. Because, who doesn't love giant swords, right? Anyhow, I have a few big swords, and my thought was, well, when I got into swords and weapons, originally was from my like of anime and video games, movies, comic books, fantasy, media, etc. And I mentioned to her, you never know. You might have to go against one of these guys like Zabuza wielding one of these giant blades. So, you need something to be able to combat that, And there's so many out there that I could get into. I could go on and on for days. The Devil May Cry series, just about every member from Bleach, every character in that anime. My original favorite, and I'd love to find a reproduction on his sword, is Guts from Berserk. Pretty old anime, but he's a beast. His sword is a beast. It looks very similar to Cloud's sword, his Buster sword. It does look similar, but Guts' sword is called the Dragon Slayer. I found one recently that's similar to this, but it comes with stainless steel. This thing has a carbon steel blade. Let me get that in nice and close for you. This is a carbon steel blade, and that's what had given me some confidence in this piece. I figured, why would they use carbon steel unless the construction in the hilt, from the tang isn't pretty solid. So we're gonna find out. I haven't tried hitting it on anything yet. We're gonna start with water bottles, and we'll go from there gradually, as I get to it. Either way, I mentioned, you gotta have swords to go against those monster blades from anime and video games, etc. So she picked me this up. She knew I was a big time fan of Naruto. Zabuza is one of my favorite villains. He's just about the first villain that they run into, if I don't remember correctly. Anyhow, this thing is not too heavy for its size. But if you're comparing it to an actual sword, yeah, this thing is got some weight to it. But like I said, I can still hold it. I'm not quite strong enough yet to hold it out on one arm for too long, like Zabuza does in the anime. He can just pick this thing up and point it. But I can hold it out, so I can't wait to give it some good swings. So, that's it for the video. Just wanted to show it off. Let me know what you guys think of these big, crazy fantasy pieces and fantasy swords in general. I recently did the Mugen sword from Samurai Champloo. Check out that video. I did Dante's Rebellion. That's the sword from Devil May Cry. One of his swords from Devil May Cry. There's a lot of swords in that game. Go to check those out. I'm going to keep trying to find some good, relatively functional, pieces. The Devil May Cry sword was only a foam blade, but I do like collecting foam swords as well. Nonetheless, this is pretty solid, so, I try to keep it relatively solid if I can. But yeah, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Night Guy here. Let's spin some more of that Zabuza music. If you like the video, give me a like. And I'll see you next time.